Hey, prepare yourself, guys. Welcome to another episode of Talking Through the Media. It's your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. I am your host, Chris Fagan. Welcome back on a Thursday, and joining me to talk about the latest topics in WWE, some training stuff that's going on, and some entertainment and movie news that's going on right now is my wife, Joy Fagan. Hey, babe, how you doing?
I'm good.
Ready to talk about today's topics?
Let's do it.
All right, let's get right into it, guys. Like I said, as always, guys, doing the podcast, send your questions, your comments, your concerns, anything that you want to talk to us about. Join us live in the chat. And if you want to support the channel, help us grow, donate. Send us a super chat if you want, or just hit the like button. Let us know that you're out there, and just communicate through us through the chats. We always appreciate it, guys, or however you want to do it. Let's get right into it, babe. What is the first topic of the day? And don't forget those yellow lines. Don't read that.
From Ringside News, professional wrestler Tiffany Stratton, who made her debut in WWE in 2021 and has been gaining attention for her in-ring skills and charisma, is now facing backlash for a video in which she appears to direct a racist comment towards newly signed Jade Cargill, who just recently debuted in 2023. Tiffany Stratton is receiving backlash from fans and fellow wrestlers in regard to the issue of racism in professional wrestling and the impact it can have on the industry as a whole. So, babe, what happened?
Well, it's very interesting, guys. And if you guys know a lot about a little about a lot of things that's what's going on in this topic, this main topic, let us know what your thoughts are and share any updates that you might have, because I don't know everything. But from what I could piece together from TikTok, Instagram, and everything. So Tiffany Stratton is an up-and-coming rising star. Been in a lot of matches that has excelled her to becoming a fan favorite. She's like a Barbie doll type of, maybe a Karen-ish type of person, but she has the skills to back it up. Not just not just one of those old school WWE look at me like bikini bimbo type things. No, all the women in the WWE, you take them seriously, especially again, they have the skills, and she has the skills. But let's be honest, if this was the 90s, we know what Vince would be doing with this, like, bikini contests and stuff. But anyway, so Jade Cargill, who is the latest WWE women's wrestler to come in, and I mean a very sought after rising star in the business. Tiffany put a Instagram post out directed towards her. It was a video of her like sucker punching Jade in the ring in one of their matches, but she used a sound, like a TikTok sound or an Instagram sound of I believe it was two black women talking, but she used the sound of a black woman calling another woman a black bitch, and perfectly synced with the sucker punch, as if it was her saying that to Tiffany. I mean to Jade Cargill, and being a white woman, calling another. Now everybody's in the comments saying the same thing. She didn't technically say it. She wasn't the one who said it. It was a sound of a black woman using it and things like that.
People choose sounds for a reason.
Right.
So
now you see a lot of people online, especially on Instagram and on TikTok, especially playing devil's advocate. And guys, if you've seen this in the chats, chime in. Let me know what you guys have seen and how you feel personally about it. But you'll see people going, she didn't say it to her. She was obviously joking, or she was obviously just, it wasn't about race or anything like that. She was just, and I posted something on our TikTok account, on the T3 Media Studios account, that's gotten over like 25,000 views so far, and a lot of comments on it. I should probably pull it up and read some of it. But my point was this: either Tiffany Stratton has to choose who she wants to be. Now, this is what she's going to do. From what I can tell, she's just going to ignore it. She's just going to let it blow over. She's just going to pretend like it didn't happen. For all we know, she probably called or went straight up to Jade and said, my bad. I am so sorry. I was just trying to be hip. She's done a lot of TikTok videos with a lot of other female wrestlers, especially the ones of color. Doing their thing, being cool and with each other and stuff. So people are gonna use that as excuses. Like, see, she's not racist. She likes to hang with Samoans and she likes to hang out with the black. I said it like this: either you meant it, you knew what the history behind it is, the power dynamic in this history in this country with it is, and you did it on purpose, or B, you were ignorant of it. You really didn't mean anything bad by it, and you were just so, or what's the word I'm looking for, beetle-headed about it, that you just didn't understand the gravity of it. But I'm sorry. Either way, you're dangerous no matter what. Back in the day, I used to have a coworker back when I was working in Iraq. There was a white woman, and she seemed like she was a nice person, but she seemed kind of simple. Like, not simple like there was anything wrong with her or anything mentally, but she was just like kind of like a go with the flow, didn't really know the girl. And one day, like, I was driving her back to her side of the base, because this is a military base when I worked in. And we were talking about, I forgot what we were talking about. And I was like, all right, later, man. I'll see you later. And for some reason, she went, all right, buckwheat. Talk to you later. And she really didn't know. She heard maybe a person saying it, maybe a black person saying it, or maybe so she just got to watching Dave Chappelle. I don't know. I knew where it came from. I remember it being said sometime. This was the mid-2000s. I remember it being said. Maybe it was Chappelle show. I don't know. But I could tell in the moment, in like micro time, like super speed time, I could calculate where she heard it from, why she was saying it. She was trying to be hip and just thinking that she could say something that she didn't know that she could not say to me. And I checked her right there on the spot. Don't do that. And I called her out on it. She, deer in the headlights, really didn't get it. And I told another black friend of mine about this to see if how bad if I should do anything above it. And he was all like, dude, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, right. I'm not crazy, right? Like, but we both realized, like, dude, you can tell that she's a nice person. She probably is raised around a bunch of people that don't know how to talk to black people. We're probably like the first couple of black people that she really interact with. And they say all the time that we don't know what type of people we are to her in her imagination. That's what a lot of people say the most dangerous place a black man can be is in the imaginations of some people, certain types of people. But we did equally agree that even though she didn't think she meant anything racist or bad by it, it doesn't excuse the fact that it was still as dangerous. Like, your ignorance to it don't mean that that's a good thing.
The problem is in this day and age, because I think we've all, and I'm not necessarily talking about racism, just in general speaking, we've all said something and didn't realize what we were saying or whatever, and then somebody goes, they
try to inform you,
and then you go, oh crap, I didn't even realize.
You have a choice to either to learn from it or to double down.
In the back in the old days, it would be easy, believable for someone to be like, oh my, I'm so sorry. Like, it didn't click. Now that someone's pointed it out, I feel horrible. I am so sorry. I would have not done that, whatever. But now, in this age, we see it constantly. People just saying, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, let me go on air and apologize. Hey, I'm sorry.
Right.
I didn't mean that. It was an accident. Cry a few tears. And people don't know anymore. I don't know if that was genuine. I don't know if that was just an act because they don't want to be in trouble with people. They don't want to get canceled. Right. So nowadays it's hard to tell. Before you could genuinely go, oh yeah, they apologize. You didn't get it that often, so you would be like, yeah, They meant that they're serious.
Yeah.
Now it's like
what is it that
that
you say from Power? That line you say that shit that she said she meant. She meant that shit. Yeah, she meant that shit. But I mean, you know what? I'll give it that cover that a lot of people didn't. You see this it's and black people online are all in agreement. It's usually the same types of people that are coming to her defense. But it's a lot of not just white people. It's a lot of private accounts. I don't entertain y'all private. I'm gonna tell y'all right now in the chats. I'll tell y'all right now. Your account is on private. I don't give a shit about what you gotta say, because you're dipping in and dipping out just to stir the pot. And half of the people online saying it's not a big deal. It don't mean nothing. You wouldn't go to work right now. Unprivate your account. Go to work tomorrow and go to the next black female co-worker that you have, if you have any, and call her a black bitch, and if it's not a big deal.
And then you have other things. It could also, again, simply be it was an attempt to, I know they play characters,
I honestly think it was just an attempt to be hip.
But again,
the sound is trending. She just used it. But she should have known the gravity of the history of a white person calling a black person throwing the word black in front of something derogatory anyway. It's historically known to be bad.
Be able to say, I now realize that was out of bounds of what I should be saying as a joke.
Yeah,
that's not.
And you will probably see, if you haven't seen the online responses and stuff, you'll also see a bunch of those private accounts going, well, how come black people can call? I bet a black person can call her a white bitch. Like, yeah, because a black person doesn't have a history of that power dynamic over. I don't have time to break down the history of this shit. And black people online don't have the time to break down it. You know the history of this shit. Just like my wife was trying to say, people know the history of this stuff, or at least they should. The thing is,
again, I know they're playing characters. You could have. TikTok allows a lot of shortening and clipping and doing things. You could have just as easily used the soundbite and cut the black part off. That's
interesting. You said that.
The punch and bitch only.
Yeah.
So then people would have been
somebody
like,
online
so
used that exact same point. You could have just used the point of impact, the bitch part, and that would have been fine. But again, she hasn't made a response. There's no. People are calling. A lot of people are calling for her to be fired. Like, it's not going to happen. Look, Jade. At the end of the day, Jade Cargill, the person that it was directed to, she didn't do anything wrong. She didn't ask for it. She didn't. And it's interesting that you say that. And it's kind of funny because it is kind of in her. Her character could be seen like that, but that's not the character that she's trying to portray. She's like a Beverly Hills, like a. I don't know what the type to call it, Legally Blonde type of character. Imagine Reese Witherspoon in Legally Blonde if she was, instead of being a lawyer, she was a wrestler. Kind of that type. And as a heel or a bad guy, she's, like you said, playing the character on her social media account and playing the part. Was the sound, did the sound make sense? The soundbite that she used make sense? Yes. Could she have, if she'd have thought about it, had the foresight, wouldn't it have been better for her to, like you said, cut out the bitch part and just, the black part and just use the bitch part? Would have made a whole lot more sense. It would have had the same exact, it would have given the effect that she was really aiming for.
Because there's been other, again, it wasn't wrestlers, just people using sound bites. I can't remember. It was a little song clip that was, a lot of ladies were using that was like this. It was about like an ex-boyfriend, and they were using the N-word in the song. Yeah. But it was a funny, cute sound, and a lot of people were using it. And then some other people pointed out, you might want to maybe cut the N-word out of it if the white ladies are going to use it, because it doesn't make.
A lot of white girls will use it, but they just won't say it. They'll be blah 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 blah, and then blah 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 blah. They'll just stop with their lips. And
then people did start cutting the sound bite out of there so that it wasn't being said.
Hey, People are asking Triple H. At this point, Triple H hasn't made a response to it yet. He ain't gonna say nothing. He ain't gonna. Here's what I feel is gonna happen. Like I said in the chat, come on guys, let me know what you guys think. Come on, chime in. Here's my prediction. I said this on TikTok, and I'll say it again. They're not gonna say nothing. She's already deleted it. It's already gotten to the point where a bunch of her supporters are like, I don't believe it even happened. Like, you can erase it. Show me the proof. Well, she fucking deleted it. And if I show you a screenshot of it, how do I know that's not Photoshop? You know that make like what did Chappelle say? That piss was that wasn't even me. I didn't pee on you. That piss was digital. So ain't gonna say nothing. He's on his. I'm almost a billionaire, so I got to appeal to everybody's shit. So he's like, oh, I don't like Joe Biden no more and stuff, even though everybody's shit. So he's like, oh, I don't like Joe Biden no more and stuff, even though I endorsed him. So he ain't gonna say shit. Everybody's on their let me protect the money shit. So nothing's gonna happen. The worst that's gonna happen is there's a tournament that's happening right now. There's a king and the queen of the ring. She is in the tournament. She's advancing in the tournament. This is what's going to happen. She's going to lose. Maybe she was always destined to lose, but she's definitely going to lose now. If she wins, goes to the next, and fire it up again. Let her lose this one. She'll be a future champion. It's going to happen. The next one. I think that's what I feel like. A lot of people feel like her punishment should be. Most the people who are like, she's not going to get fired. Come on, guys. Should she get fired? Probably. Man, I don't. A lot of people have been fired for a lot less. But she's not going to get fired. They haven't said anything but so that she's not going to get fired. The punishment is she's not going to win the Queen of the Ring. And maybe she was never going to win the Queen of the Ring, but they'll use that. Hey, she didn't win the Queen of the Ring. But 6 months from now, maybe a year from she's going to be a champion. And everybody's going to forget about this. And for all we know, like I always say, don't be more upset than the person it was targeted to, but it was all equally targeted to black people as a whole. Whether you feel like it or not, it was. We do have the right to feel a certain type of way about it. But Jade, if she reached out to Jade, and I don't need her to get on her platform and say, Jade forgave me, and Jade be like, yeah, I forgave. I don't care. I don't care if they come out, they don't have to. But if she went to Jade personally, privately, and they squashed it, that's good enough for me. And I don't need them to confirm that. I will believe that that's exactly what probably is likely. That's probably what's happening. That she's apologizing. Maybe Jade has accepted her apology. I know some of the black girls in the locker room gonna keep a fucking eye on her. Apology accepted or not. That's just what's gonna happen. Look at this picture. She got cornrows and stuff. They gonna keep a fucking eye on her. But will they accept her apology? They probably already have. Guys, let us know what you guys think about this. Like I said, comment in the chat. Let us know your thoughts on it, and let's keep talking. All right. What is the next topic of the day, babe?
Kansas City Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker spoke at the Benedictine College, a small Catholic school, and purpose to many graduates.
I'll let you go first, but what as a traditional wife,
the only thing he said.
I know.
I mean, he said.
She said, "Fuck Taylor Swift." I almost saw some beef with her with the Swift
up there, and apparently this isn't the first time he said this kind of stuff last year. I guess no one recorded it. I don't know.
Cameras weren't on.
I don't know. But he started his speech by saying, "I'm gonna say some controversial stuff because y'all know that's what I
because that's what I do."
You ladies have been diabolically lied to.
Yeah.
And thinking that graduating from college is the greatest thing.
Yeah.
Because what's greater for you is that you're going to be wives and mothers.
Yeah.
That's what you should be striving for.
Now that you and your parents have spent all this money on this degree and this education, and you are a few seconds away from getting that diploma and walking across this, getting that degree and walking across this stage. Let me tell y'all something. You just wasted all that fucking time. You need to be barefoot pregnant.
This man whose mother
Go ahead.
is a freaking like doctorate in
Neurosurgeon, if I'm not mistaken.
neurophysicist or something,
Yeah.
which
Speak
that is
on
an unheard of amount of schooling.
You know what they said on I was watching The View this morning. Yeah, I watched The View. You know what Joy Behar, whatever her name is, said? She said something real brilliant. She said, "Oh, did your super, intelligent and successful and busy mom not give you enough attention, and now you're trying to take it out on all the other women? Oh, did mommy not give you enough attention? Oh, you're trying to make more traditional wives because mom, go to a therapist." That's what she said. I was like, damn. She said, go see a therapist. I think there might be something to that. What do you think?
They're like this COVID nonsense,
Yeah.
abortion, promoting abortion. He went off on all sorts of topics. Just
Joe Biden's in the basement. I actually have what he said. Let me pull it up real quick. This is exactly what he said. Let me see if I can go full mass here. This is exactly what he said. He said, "I want to speak directly to you briefly because I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. How many of you are sitting here now about to cross this stage and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you're going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. My wife, Isabelle, who speaks for all women, would be the first to say her life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother that I impregnate at least every other year." No,
So
that's ad lib. That part of it might not.
Getting blasted, roasted online.
Somebody online was like, "Oh, I'm gonna let the Swifties handle this."
I mean, Patrick Mahomes and them were really quick to be on the podcast. Like, we don't even talk to that dude.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like, I don't even know him.
He's a kicker. Who the most feminine job on the field?
The Chargers, the football team, the Chargers, put out their. I guess they do this every year. It's a Sims, the little Sims characters of the next season, like all the teams they play in Sims characters. And when they put the Chiefs up, they put Harrison Butker in the kitchen with an apron.
I saw that video. I think I saw that video.
Oh, and then the LGBTQ have gotten on and we're like, let me say something, because what I'm going to say right now is I have looked extensively at this man's outfits coming into football games every Sunday, and the call is coming from inside the house.
Have you heard the rumor?
I know they're talking about a male cheerleader. They're like
that he's got a history. He seems to protest too much. It's always those guys that little sweet, little they call him little sweet. Little sweet coming out the try. He's that's probably what's going on. He like that cheerleader is probably what's his name again? Kendrick.
Harrison Butker.
Harrison. That cheerleader called him on the phone, like that scene from what was that? That movie? Was it Cruel Intentions? When Pacey from Dawson's Creek played that, he called the football player who was always acting hard and stuff. And he was like, "Harrison?" He's always doing this macho bull crap. And what he said, I wouldn't put up with it, but the guy has a mouth like a Hoover. So I'm gonna clip that and I'm gonna put that scene in there because that's what it reminds me.
Saved her name. She's an
actress.
It was a lady that was talking. Her husband plays baseball. Mm-hmm. I did not catch her name. I should have, so we could say who it was. Yeah. But she was like, I get this question a lot. You know, my husband plays baseball, right? I guess professionally. I don't know who for or whatever. And people always ask me, "You
the breadwinner?" I'm one step away from going to being a trad husband. I might just well get that apron. My wife has graciously been allowing me to do this hobby, and I mean I make money, but I'm not making what I could be making because my wife is allowing me to try to live my dreams. But she's the one keeping this T3 Media Studios afloat. By the way, guys, Scrub Hats and More by Joy. That's what this show is sponsored by. Go to Scrub Hats and More by Joy for all your scrub hat needs.
There was another lady that was like, I'm going to have an unpopular opinion here.
Mm-hmm.
I love my husband and my children dearly, more than anything. Do anything for them. But his statement of, I'm sure you're excited to begin your lives as wives and mothers, she goes, no, my life ended when I got married and had children. Because before that, I lived a life of leisure, and I did things, and I don't have a life anymore.
You used to go on vacations and shit. And I'm like, fuck them kids. I see you in the chat, Michael. What's going on, Michael? I see you. What's happening, brother? How you doing? Appreciate you joining the chat. Guys, let us know what you guys think about this. Like I said, Taylor's going to handle this. Taylor going to shut that shit. Oh, just like back in the day when Michael Jackson used to, when MC Hammer challenged him to a dance contest, she's going to get on the phone. Harrison, shut his shit down. Yeah, just shut that shit down. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Let us know what you guys think. And like as always, let's keep talking, guys. All right, let's move on. What is the next topic of the day?
Ava Louise, at Real Ava Louise, an OnlyFans model who previously made headlines back in 2020 when she filmed herself licking an airplane toilet seat in a coronavirus challenge. I don't care if it's coronavirus or not. That's really gross.
I have that picture if you want to see it.
Managed to get the 24 onlookers on the other side in Dublin. Gotta be an American who has to ruin it for everybody else.
Yeah, straight up. What's going on, Perry Kelly? I see you in the chat. What's going on, brother? How you doing? What do they call that? Main character syndrome. This is a useless person. This is a trash, useless person. I don't care if she hears me, if she sees me online. I'm gonna clip this, and I want you to hear me say this to you, to your face. You are worthless. The fact that you are constantly in need and in desperation to get online to do this stuff. I'm gonna lick a toilet and I'm like, just do a challenge like a normal person, like the ice bucket challenge. Just be normal. Why do you have? I'm like these people that are online who do these crazy things for clicks and views, harassing people in supermarkets. Who think they're in danger, and you wonder why a person might pull a pew out and I'm like, and if I go to, here's the weird thing about this person, because I forgot to go into the chats for some of these other things, but here I'm gonna go into the chats and remind me, I guess, of the highlighted portions, because I forgot to talk about some other things, but I'm gonna remember this part. There's something that she said in her defense, because she came out in defense because 100% innocent in this too. So on the other side, this portal that connects Dublin and New York City, the people in the Dublin side would get pictures of 9/11 and put it on their phones and put it up to the camera to show everybody in New York. 9/11 pictures, trolling everybody in New York. But and her boyfriend were there. Her boyfriend still stayed around, but this is how of a gem this person is. She took off. When the second somebody who looked like an authority figure showed up, the report says that she just ran. She took off. So you don't want to. You want to be controversial. You want the recognition. You want to be seen doing some crazy stuff. But you don't want the smoke. Is what they usually say. She ran away like a coward. Left her boyfriend there. Because he wasn't the one who did it, so obviously he knew he wouldn't get in trouble. But they probably planned this thing out together. But why is it that when the people in Dublin were showing New York pictures and images and trolling about 9/11, nothing got shut down? But when she shows body parts that 50% of the population have, instantly shut down, like you said, because it's public nudity. And why isn't she now not getting arrested and charged with public indecency?
You would think so.
I mean, it's New York City. Like I mean, like, she knows she took credit for it. She did it. And there's video footage of her doing it. Why isn't she getting fined or charged with, there could be kids on the other side of that screen. There could have been kids walking around.
When it comes to nudity, they not really going for that. I mean, flipping people off, it's not nice, but people don't really care too much about that. As they do when it comes to being nude.
Yeah.
We don't want to see the peens or the vagines.
Yeah, we don't know pee and vagine. You want to make an example out of her? Register as an offender, as a SEGS offender. Because there were probably kids around when she did it. There were probably kids on the other side of that portal. There were probably kids who were walking by when she did it. Register as an offender. I bet in that in eye view and on video that would happen to be walking by when she did what she did, or on the other side of the portal in Dublin. Find one minor, boom, instant offender. Put her on the registry. That'll shut that down. I bet you, and that'll send a message out to. Am I being too harsh? You think that am I blowing it out of proportion? I'm just tired of these people, these main character syndrome people, who ruin things for everybody else. And I'm talking about the people on the other side too, with the 9/11 posters and stuff. Like these, like why do you have to ruin? When the camera first turned on, people were like, "Hi from Dublin," and they were sending nice messages and waving and being nice. Then the perverts came out. It didn't take long. Yeah. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. Am I being too harsh? Let us send your thoughts below, and like I always say, let's keep talking. All right, guys, let's move on to the last topic of the day. Guys, what is the last topic of the day, baby?
From Variety, John Wick spinoff starring Donnie Yen with Umbrella Academy writer Robert Askins is in the works. Filming is set for Hong Kong in 2025.
What do you think about this news? So we have Ballerina. We have now the news of Caine. Caine was a great character. I loved his character. And if I'm not mistaken, this is not going to be an origin thing. It's going to be going forward. Let me get your thoughts on it. What do you think about this?
I think it can be great.
Of John Wick, you think they're doing too much too fast? Do you think this is? I mean, we just wrapped up the Continental. Ballerina hasn't even come out yet. You already announced. I know this stuff is separated by time.
I mean, it's not even going to start filming till 2025. So I mean, by the time it comes out, they'll be spaced apart.
Yeah. And
they're probably waiting too to see
how Ballerina does.
Yeah. I mean, and what do we need to change? What do we need to do better, or what works, what doesn't?
Right.
When they.
And the difference is that this is a character that we have seen. We've seen types of ballerinas in the John Wick universe, but we've never seen what's her name? Forgot her.
Ana de Armas.
Yeah, we've never seen her character, but this is going to be like John Wick, light ish, or John Wick ish, because he's heavily involved in that story. I doubt that John Wick he might be mentioned, he might make an appearance, but I doubt, because Caine is such a character that can carry a movie, should be able to carry a movie by himself. I doubt it makes sense to have John Wick heavily in Ballerina.
Because that was part of his background and origin.
He won't be necessary in Caine's movie. But with that hurt. I mean, I don't know. Time will tell. I honestly think.
I get on how Ballerina does. Like, did it do poorly? Do we need to bring out the Keanu? Do we need to do something to draw in the viewers? Or did it already do well enough that we don't even need to mess with that? Because we can do on our own.
Fans are weird. I think the Keanu thing is necessary because in their minds, it's like it legitimizes this new character that she held her own next to Keanu Reeves. Now I'm okay with her by herself. But the second, then they'll be okay with her.
And you just rely on her.
Yeah.
And you don't give him any cameos or anything, then people are like, well, it's supposed to be John Wick. Like, where's John Wick?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to see John Wick.
But that's my point. But we've already, but that signing off thing, that this character is cool. It's okay for you to cheer this character on because you've seen this character work side by side with me, John Wick. That's already happened for Caine. That's why I don't think John Wick is going to even be needed or it's going to be that involved in the Caine movie. Because we've already seen Caine and John Wick on screen, and they were well received. That's why you're right. I feel they're doing a smart thing. You kind of touched on it. It's kind of brilliant if you think about it. They know that we've never seen Anna's character before, so put John Wick in it, so fans will be okay with it. You can't boo John Wick. He avenged the puppy. So that'll legitimize her. And if that boosts that movie, then that will lead into something. So you're right. I think this Caine movie will be well received because we've already seen him work well with John Wick. And he was funny as hell. He was hilarious. I want to see a movie with the black dude. What's his name? The Tracker. That dude with the dog.
That was funny.
He was funny. Halle Berry, but I don't know how well received that would be. But the Tracker dude, the Tracker guy would be a good movie. And I gotta watch Continental. Guys, what do you guys think about that? Hey Czar9292, how you doing, man? I'm gonna get to you guys' comments talking about Tiffany Stratton or anything you guys want to talk about. Let's get into it. My least favorite John Wick movie would have to probably be Part 3, John Wick 3. Not that it wasn't good or anything, but it's my least favorite. I thought that it just, in comparison, in comparison to what was executed in all the three, it just was the weakest. I can't give a reason why, but it's the one that I would feel is less rewatchable, if that makes sense. That's at number 4. Coming in at number 2 for almost the exact same reasons would probably be John Wick Chapter 2. And then my second favorite would be the recent one, John Wick Chapter 4. That's my second favorite, and obviously my most favorite because it was the shocker. It was the one that this franchise was supposed to just probably be a one and done, but they did so well with that avenging the pup. They did such a good job of making a character that's not a good character be supported by avenging that puppy. They did such a good job with that trailer. That this is always going to stand out to be the best of the franchise. So that's my ranking. From least to favorite, it will be Chapter 3, then Chapter 2, then Chapter 4, then 1. That's my ranking. I don't know if you.
I would probably agree with that.
Yeah, that will probably be yours as well.
Because definitely a 4 and 1 would be my top.
Yeah, 4 and 1 are the ones that I can rewatch. I'll rewatch over and over and over and over and over again. 2 and 3 in that order that I put it on this list. That's I always judge a movie on how rewatchable it is. That's always been me, but that's me. But guys, in the chat or after this live, let me know what you're ranking. What 298 of this podcast, of the Talking to the Media's podcast. And I will be doing a Talking to the Media's After Dark episode. I was informed by Tyler Cossey that she may be coming in. I never know with you guys sometimes. Sometimes you guys say that you are coming in, and then sometimes you don't. You piss me off. You guys, you last minute cancelers. So we'll see. But I will be doing a Talking to the Media's After Dark episode tomorrow. because we're going to Comicpalooza next week, and I want that to be the 300th episode. This is episode 298, so tomorrow 299, and then next week there will be episode 300 live from Comicpalooza. If you are going to be in the Houston area, if you are a cosplayer, if you are into geek culture as we are here, and you're going to be at Comicpalooza, come watch us live. Our episode is going to be about the Fifth Element, the costume design of the Fifth Element. That's what we're going to be.
My last piece of my costume arrived.
We got our costumes. We are we ready to do the oh wait a minute, to do the reveal? Like, since ours is about costume, the Fifth Element costumes now, are we ready to because we're not going to be wearing our costumes when we're doing our podcast. We're going to be wearing it before and after the podcast. But during the podcast, we're going to be wearing our just some professional T3 Media stuff, the merch, the merch that's available on the shop link. Click on the shop link, guys. Go to and get your own Talking Through the Media or for me T-shirt. But at Comicpalooza, when we're in cosplay mode, we're going to be dressed up in our Fifth Element costumes. We're going to be talking about the costume design
show until...
Well, there's going to be a show tomorrow, but that's going to be horror related.
There won't be another one until then. I guess, we can say what we're... Yeah,
what are you going to go as?
I'm one of the flight attendants or stewardess, whatever they called them in that movie.
There was an airplane. It was a flight attendant. Yeah, the one that when they were heading to, that was when they were heading to Lost in Paradise, right?
I think so.
That was the play. Yeah, she's going to be one of the flight attendants. If I can find, let me see if I can if I can give you an idea of what we're talking about. Was it Fifth Element? Was it flight attendant?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I'm going to look at it. There we go. Here we go. If I can...
That second picture is...
can pull that up here. If it comes up. Yeah, that's an idea of Joy's costume right there. Yeah, that's what she's going to be. And I am going to, as always, I'm going to be the guy who is, getting it in on that flight, joining the Mile High Club. Ruby Ride. I want it in all positions. So I'm going to be wearing my Ruby Ride costume as always. But something new. I usually wear the Ruby Rod costume where he was, let's see if it comes up here, where he wears that. I have that outfit right there. But this time, I will probably wear that as well. But I'm also going to wear his other costume. As well, let me see if I can pull it up here. Here we go. See if if it comes up. Internet's running slow.
Got bad weather.
Oh yeah, real bad. The costume is going to be on Friday. That's when we're going to do our interview. We're gonna interview all the cosplayers out there. We want to talk to you guys, show off your costumes on this on this channel, and everything. Get to hear how you put it together, and your history as a cosplayer and all that good stuff. Then we're going to do our podcast as well, and then afterwards we'll then continue on with our just walking around and interviewing people in cosplay. But during our live show there at Comicpalooza, we're going to be talking about the costume design of the movie The Fifth Element. So
you have a few comments. So
come join us on that, and join us on May 24th at Comicpalooza here in Houston, Texas. If you're a cosplayer, come join us, come talk to us. Can't wait to see you. It's gonna be a show. It's gonna be a show. What was it? They say, call me sweetheart. What was that? It was bad. It had no energy, no fire, no nothing. You know I got a shoulder right here, right? And it must pop, pop, pop. So you're gonna get a little taste of what you're gonna expect. All right, my wife is saying that we have some comments in the box.
Tiffany, we got Tiffany comments.
We got some Tiffany comments here. So I'm gonna start from the top to see if this thing is working. From Michael, how you doing? Let's see. From Perry Kelly said, "Why did Tiffany deserve to do this? Why? Why? Well, I mean, if the question is why,
she should have learned to think before she posts."
Exactly. Which is, I mean, and that just goes on what I was saying earlier. Either she knew what she was doing, which makes her real demented, or she was ignorant to it. But that doesn't excuse you. Your ignorance is not an excuse, because you can still
thinks that if it was reversed, Jade would have already been canceled.
Where
he said, "Get Tiffany out of here."
When are you going to be talking about Tiffany issue? We've already talked about it earlier at the top of the show.
He said, "If it was our people, we would be done."
What does it say? I don't see that.
Right before. When are you going to talk? It was a comment right before.
Get Tiffany out of here. If it were our people, we would be. It would be done. I mean, black people.
I guess that's what he means. Like if it was reversed and Jade had said something derogatory, like.
Yeah, Jade would not be allowed. Jade would not be allowed to call her a white bitch on the show or on social media. Ain't no damn way. I mean, black people. I mean, even Vince McMahon himself has said the N-word on camera. I mean, but they approved it. I mean, and then he's the boss, and what you gonna say to him? I'm like, and he was playing a character. He was playing a version of himself that was going crazy, and he thought he was being hip, and he had the do-rag on, going up to John Cena saying, "What up, my nigga?" Yeah. So, I mean, I guess the board approved it, but no, Jade. But here's the thing. I mean, like I said, Jade is innocent in this. Is Jade and Bianca Belair on their Black Girl Magic shit right now with the tag team show? Yeah, they rocking their shit. They doing their thing. But and Tiffany has been and the girls of color and stuff too. But you flew too close to the damn sun, trying to be. I'm telling you, I think she was just trying to be cool, and she didn't have the foresight to think I should have probably edited out the black part, like the bitch part, funny as hell, and would have given the same exact the message that she was in her mind going for. It would have, bitch. I mean, everybody would have laughed their asses off, but you not only the jokes and the things that the nasty and negative things that people say just because she's a woman of color, it's already gonna happen. Yeah, there's things you can say about Tiffany as well, but the gravity behind it and the way and the history behind it. I mean, you want to be ignorant about it? Like I said, what do you want to be, Tiffany? You want to be blatant, or do you want to be ignorant? Pick one. And I'm pretty sure she's gonna pick the second one. She's gonna. My bad. I didn't understand. And she probably apologized in private. They probably squashed it for all we know. She's not gonna win the Queen of the Ring. Could you imagine if tomorrow she wins to advance to the next round? I think somebody said that if she advances to the next round, I think that means that she will have to fight Jade Cargill. I don't think that should happen. If she's not about to fight Jade Cargill, she should lose now. And Jade should just keep going. I don't know. I think this is cemented that at the very least Jade is probably going to win the Queen of the Ring. I don't know. But if Tiffany wins it, that's just the WWE inviting more. You're rewarding her now?
Yeah, that will not.
Well, we already had it written down on the script. So you had it written on the script that you wanted The Rock to fight his cousin Roman Reigns. When you saw how the people reacted to it, you called an audible. Call an audible. Right. You're only not letting her win because of that stupid. You guys are acting woke. So, sorry, there's more people on the tolerant side than there is on the, because all those mother effers that are on their private accounts trying to pump up Tiffany being allowed to say what she said or do what she did, made her think she was invincible. She got fired. Y'all supported her for a little bit. Y'all didn't fund that independent film project that she did with what was that that company that Candace Owens used to work for, that produced that movie that Gina Carano did. Y'all didn't support that. Y'all don't support it. Y'all pumped her head up, but y'all didn't pay for that movie. Y'all ain't putting money in Gina Carano's pocket, and you ain't gonna put money in Tiffany Stratton's pocket if she gets fired. You be like, damn, she got fired? Oh man. Oh well. Let's see what Bianca Belair's doing. y'all gonna let her go. So stop trying to pump her head up. It ain't that bad. It's not that racist. It's not a big deal. Y'all gonna pump her head up and make her say, and then she gonna say something stupid, double down on it, and then get her ass fired. Then y'all gonna forget about her in a week. So y'all need to shut up. Y'all ain't willing. Y'all ain't gonna say it. Y'all ain't gonna walk up to a random black woman with your driver's license on the camera so everybody knows where you live and say, black man. You ain't gonna do it. So stop trying to get other people to do it for you, living vicariously through a bunch of idiots. Stop. Anyway, let's see what else we got before we go. Let's see. I could never post anything on Instagram by accident because you have to select what you post. She should definitely have. Yeah. You're right. There was a bunch of people on TikTok and on Instagram saying it was probably an accident. How do you accidentally? You have people. There are some people online that will try to this mental gymnastic stuff. Just stop, because it makes you sound like an idiot. She knows how to work. She knows how to. She's 28 years old. She knows how social media works. She's been doing it fine all these years. All the other 1,000 posts that she's been doing. With showing off the bod and Cameron Carroll says tomorrow I am ready for Tiffy time. Okay, we'll see. It might be Tiffy time, or Tiffy's time might be up. We'll see. We'll find out tomorrow. You might be right. It might still be Tiffy time. I thought she was gonna win the belt last pay-per-view, but she didn't. Remember what they did to Mandy Rose? Mandy Rose had the same exact momentum, champion, and she was doing her thing. All of a sudden, oh wait, you're on OnlyFans? Okay. Oh no, you're fired. Boom, out of nowhere, you're fired. And then she made more money doing OnlyFans and they've compared her to her. She's not gonna. It's not gonna. That lightning in the bottle. Well, it could. If she got fired, yeah, she probably would. But come on, but that's a whole different conversation there. It's still it is still going to be Tiffy time. She's not going to get fired. She'll be fine. But this is a speed bump in her momentum, and it needs to be at the very least, because like I said, they might have squashed it behind closed doors. I don't need Jade to confirm that they squashed it. I don't need Tiffy to get online and be like, Jade forgave. I don't need to hear that. I don't care to hear that publicly. That's between them. And if that's what happened, fine. That's what happened. If it's not, or maybe Jay's like, fuck that bitch, for all we know. And she'd be perfectly within her rights to be that way. But it still might not affect, at least it should, they should call an audible, and it should affect whatever little momentum. Hey, you were about to win Queen of the Ring this month, but nope. Sorry. Little speed bump. Go apologize. All right, I'll apologize. My bad, Jay. We still, oh my God, I hate people like that. We still cool, right? We still cool, right? No. Jade owes you it's called a receipt in the WWE. Like if you accidentally hit somebody for real, like if you missed the beat and you hit your opponent, you fucking up in the ring, they have the right to give you back. Because Bianca and Jade, yeah, at the very least, you got a receipt coming. All right, guys. That's the show. Let us know what you guys think about all the topics that we had to talk about today. I appreciate you guys joining us in the live chat, keeping it interesting. You guys are amazing, as always. Guys, don't forget, join us next week. No, join us tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be live again for Talking Through the Media's After Dark. And then for our 300 episode, we'll be live from Comicpalooza. I won't be able to stream it live. It's going to be uploaded after the fact, but we will be there. Come check us out. Check out all of our social media posts and everything. If you want to follow me, you can do so here on Talking Through the Medias on T3 Media Studios on all of our @, or you can @ me at Chris W. Fagan on all the socials. And I appreciate you lending your voice out and telling me what you guys think on any topics or anything that you want to share with me. And babe, if people want to reach out to you online, where could they do that?
My TikTok is Viola Fagan, and my Instagram is Scrub Hats and More by Joy.
All right, guys. Talking Through the Media is brought to you in front of a live studio audience of people that ain't playing that, man, we still cool, right? Shit. No, we ain't cool. Till next time, guys. Peace. Thank you guys for watching our video. I really do appreciate it. Remember, you can support our show by becoming a member or a Patreon. So click the subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you'll never miss out on when we go live or post new content. Let's stay connected, grow this community together. Like, subscribe, comment, and let's keep talking.